Quit acting stupid. With
Bobby,
Sammy,
Rudy,
and
Andy.
you say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Don't do that, okay?
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Quit Acting Stupid. I'm your host, Jamie Paredes, and joining me as always are my brothers, Bobby,
hey,
Rudy.
What's up, guys?
Okay, what was that?
That's
finish the
ice.
intros. Finish the intros, and we'll tell you.
Oh.
I did. We're done.
Hey,
Well, you
Wait,
did
you didn't
introduce
say
Andrew.
You didn't say
Yeah,
Andrew.
Andrew. Yeah,
Oh,
go,
hi.
Andrew.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, everybody.
No, because
The funny part was, even
I
though
s-
we practiced it, we still did it wrong with the whole overlay and pulling that off.
so I
Yeah.
started the video too soon. I needed to let the
Yes, you
music
did.
play. I don't know why I did that. Then when it was over, I forgot to take the logo off. Man, I'm just not feeling it today. But
Alrighty.
so then I couldn't
Rudy's
stop laughing.
bird.
So.
I love
Rudy's
that
little
this is
bird on his birthday.
going to be a running bit that we will never do the top of the show properly.
Yeah, no, it's a
It'll be
disaster.
different every time, a different disaster every time.
Yeah. Well, if you
Yeah.
didn't notice from the video at the beginning,
That was,
today is Rudy's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
remembered.
Yeah, only because Facebook
Remember.
reminded me.
that was
You do what?
that was Farmer Ted from 16 Candles.
Yeah, for those of you that
It's
didn't-
birthday.
For those of you who are, I guess, under 30, 35-ish,
Probably 35.
35.
you might not know the movie 16 Candles and Farmer Ted. But
And And for those under, 55, 60, do we know that that's a Beatles song?
I was gonna say, I don't know that I know
That's
who
that's a-
actually sang that.
That's a Farmer
Beatles
Ted
song.
song. No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
So
Did
Who
they
are the
also play that?
Beatles?
They used to play that at Showbiz as well. The Rockabilly Band or Rock.
it sounds
And
like
that's
Rock of Fire.
that's when
or-
the Spider Rock and Fire band or something. But that's when the Spider would come out and he was holding a cupcake.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. You say it's your birthday.
they also used to play it when I worked at Worlds of Fun and I was in Camp Snoopy. It was like part of the Camp Snoopy soundtrack, but it was like little
Funny you
kids
should-
singing it.
Funny you should say that because I just got back from it is now Planet Snoopy, and I was just there today.
Real
And,
quick, before you get into that story, what kind of music do they play? Like, is it because I thought it was weird that while in that playlist there were like 3 or 4 different Beatles songs, which made me think there's something contractual because it's not like Beatles songs are cheap. They were kids singing them, but it just made me start thinking of it on that terms, like how they
I
license
don't know.
this music.
I didn't really notice any music being played. I just felt a lot of sweat falling, dripping down my back, and pain from lifting Alicia in and out of her wheelchair and putting her into rides, things like that. I guess
Have
I
you been to-
underestimate. I've taken the girls before by myself, just me and the girls, and so I've done that whole thing. But I didn't realize that we went straight up to Planet Snoopy tonight. And so we rode, there's a lot shorter lines. So we rode a lot more things. So I put her in her chair, out of her chair, buckled her into the ride, like way more than I usually do. Usually we're only there, we're riding bigger rides and we're only there for, a handful and then we're out and, I'm fine. But I had to look at Avery and I was like, honey, I know I told you one more ride, but we got to go. And so, yeah, good times. So I am on fumes right now.
So I think the answer is he didn't notice the music that they were playing it.
I did not know. I went rambling on about my Worlds of Fun experience, and long story, even longer, I did not notice any music. But yeah, I did witness over the weekend. I went to Worlds of Fun too, and I witnessed a little teenage boy, probably 16, was working the rides, and we rolled up there. His first ride, we got there, and we went straight to Planet Snoopy, which is a long walk from the entrance, and this kid went up to, how they measure kids to ride, and this kid, he was too tall to ride by a little bit, and apparently the kid starts whining and crying and being a little biatch, and his parents, I guess, have never seen their kid say no or been told no before, because then they started mouthing off to the ride operator, the 16-year-old kid, who I mean, he was the nerd, poor kid. He was the nerdiest little
So,
dude.
did he have like a hunchback kind of?
He did not. But no,
Okay.
like,
So I've been there a lot this summer, and there's this hunchback kid that does a lot of the rides around there, and he's very nerdy.
No, this
And,
kid was
okay, go
nerdy,
ahead.
but and I felt bad for him because he, like, he had a mouth back, and it's like, he mouthed back to the parents, and he said something, and he turned around to walk away, and he tripped over like his little measuring pole or something. I was like, oh, dude, you almost had it. But he ended up having to call security, and he's like, that's it, this ride shut down. And I was like, mother. I mean, it was almost like that.
This is not
but I mean,
this is bowling. There are rules.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, dude, I don't know. The kid, the parents, first of all, like, what parents are arguing with the 16-year-old kid about a ride? Just go find another freaking ride. There's plenty of rides around here.
Wait, so which ride is this?
The airplanes, the little Snoopy Red Baron red airplanes that go around in a circle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just want to set the scene. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are they not spaceships with the planet theme now?
No.
They do. They have like a Snoopy one that just rides around the top of and it's like a spaceship.
Yeah, like tonight I got into those little teacups where you spin them around or whatever, and I'm like, I had to put my hand on Avery. I said, don't, because I'm like, I'm telling you now, if you spin this freaking thing, this is our last ride, because I will be puking. I cannot. I told her, and she's like looking at me like all scared. I'm like, she's like, is this enough? Like, the thing's going around, and all these kids are just pulling this thing and spinning, and we're just, staying still. Just
can't you? I feel like I've ridden that with Macy once, and can't you like hold the center thing to make it not?
That's
like,
what
I'm
I
stronger
did.
than you. You're not going to spin it. Yeah.
That's what I did. And then Avery's kind of pushing on. She's like, is that okay, Dad? Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to throw you out.
Dude, I do not do well with spinning, dizzy, all that stuff.
And I wonder if she's truly your child, in the sense that, like, you can tell her, like, please don't do this. Don't do that. Seriously. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And then, like, shake it anyway. Like, because that would be karma.
That would have been what I would do. Yeah. But no, she did not. Thankfully, she was a good kid. Not like I would have been.
Much better than you. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Kramer.
Yeah. So
how many times have you've been twice this week? How you go?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's like been a lot. Yeah.
Every week?
Yeah. Because I feel like every time I go, you know how I am. I feel like that every time I go, I'm getting over on Worlds of Fun, because I'm like, you sold me this pass thinking I'm only going to go twice all year. Piss on you. I'm going 45 times, and I'm going to get the deal of the century. Yeah.
And every time you have a terrible experience, a story of a terrible experience.
So is your back?
You got
the
one
back thinking you right now.
Yeah, I'm the one wheeling a child out in a wheelchair, flipping out like, I don't want to go home. And just, she's causing a huge scene. And so I guess I'm really the one who ends up losing in the long run.
Yeah, because you're trying to do that more times.
Yeah.
Side note, since we're talking about Worlds of Fun, I just talked with or messaged with Drew Fenton. Have you stopped by Stacks of Wax at all in all of your visits there?
One time, and I couldn't convince Avery to go in. So I'm gonna,
okay, as many times as I've been there this year, I haven't been in yet either to see it. But I talked to Drew, told him we want him on the show. I don't know if Bobby and Andrew would have.
Explain who he is.
What's that?
Explain who Drew is.
Drew Six. He's a musician. He's a local musician. He does a lot of solo stuff. He also has a band, the Soul Plane Drifters, that play around town. They play at God, I'm not cool anymore. What are some of these places? There's one right there on that one place. Nah, I'm sure they probably played Knuckleheads. They played the one, come on. The one place. I don't know. I know Drew does a lot of solo stuff out at Holiday Distillery where I used to work. He pops up different places. But anyways, he's a musician. He's had some music on CMT. He's got a couple of videos on CMT. But Jamie and I used to work with him when he was a performer at the Stacks of Wax.
He was the because at Stacks of Wax they did characters. You guys remember that stuff where they had the biker guy and then they had the jock
and the jock and then the nerd
right.
and then the
he was the
cheerleader.
biker guy.
He was the biker guy.
Was there like a name to the show, or it was just Stacks of Wax? That's the name.
Stacks of Wax. Stacks of Wax was I guess that was the name of the show. Because the theater was Moulin Rouge,
right?
And
because I feel like now the show is different, but it's still called Stacks of Wax, right?
I don't think it's called Stacks of Wax anymore.
Is it not? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nobody really knew what the hell Stacks of Wax meant for the longest time, but yeah.
Anyway,
because it was
they would now.
Anyway,
that vinyl's made a resurgence.
They have come back, but anyways, I talked with him and he said he'd love to be on, so we need to find a time. But I don't know if Bobby and Andrew would have.
Well, because I was just going to say, somebody who performed. I thought it was Stacks of Wax at the time. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was at the Moulin Rouge Theater. There it was fun. She did it when we were in high school. So different.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Probably would have been
how the show has evolved even then.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. I was at Worlds of Fun. This was a couple weeks ago. I think Macy and I went, and we were going to ride the taxis. We had decided we were going to ride the taxis. Line wasn't too long, and I've never had this happen in all the years at Worlds of Fun. But the taxis broke down. Like I never.
Really?
So there was a family driving a taxi, and you know how they come around the bend, and you can see them while you're in line, and they kind of just stopped. Like the car just stopped. I don't know what they did to it, but the car broke like right in the middle of the track. So everyone had to exit their vehicles and just like walk down the hill like they were stranded, and they just turned around and said, "Oh, we're closed." And so I don't know. I'd never seen the taxis break down, so that was
sorry, folks. Park's closed.
Exactly. I should have told you.
Anywho,
all right. Well,
anywho,
that was fun.
Hey, I have a real quick.
We
Go
started talking
ahead.
about Worlds of Fun though, and we didn't even say what Worlds of Fun is for those that live outside of Kansas City.
Oh,
You just assumed everybody knew what Worlds of Fun was.
True.
It's an amusement park.
Yeah, it's an amusement park. We've mentioned it a few times in the past, but if you're just joining us now,
it's not only an amusement park. It's an amusement park that all four of us have worked at. My daughter Miranda has worked at.
My wife, my sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law.
Basically, it's everyone's first job for the most part.
Yeah.
I not only was an usher with my brother, Jamie, for all the shows there, the bird show, the dolphin show, Stacks of Wax, Tivoli. But not only did I moved on to greater fame, I became a performer as well. I became.
Is that serious? Were you actually in one of the shows?
Weren't you on stage with Trisha Yearwood at one point?
I was on stage with Trisha Yearwood. Yep, I was on stage with Trisha Yearwood. I was up there with Aaron Tippin as well, but with Trisha Yearwood, I actually had, I had to roll her bongo. No, wait, her bongo drums were already out there.
You played her bongos? Would you call her bongo?
Yeah, especially with your hand motions.
Would you call her bongo beaters?
Bongo beaters.
Bongo beaters. Shout out!
Gotta make a detour and talk about where bongo beaters.
No, we don't because it's that. Nope. I don't even know if that's something we should approach. So let's leave that where it lies.
If you want to know, ask in the comments.
Those who get it, get it. So shout out to bongo beaters.
IYKYK.
There you go. That's what the Utes say. But no, I plugged her bongos in, and
that's what she said.
Anyways, but no, I was an actual performer. I was one of the Bernstein. I was actually two of the Bernstein Bears.
Big dumb animal listening, folks.
Yeah. It's like a
like a big bear, man.
There it is.
See, I thought mine nailed it, but that was better. Yeah.
He's a big dumb animal listening, folks.
I was a Bernstein Bear. So I got this. Oh yeah, that's coming up.
We'll get back to that. That's foreshadowing for you.
I missed
Wait,
that.
wait,
What
I
was
missed that. What do you say?
Stay out of Central Park.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that.
So, but no, as a Berenstein Bear, I got to sign autographs. I did autograph a couple books as Rudy Paredes on accident. So, ooh, oh boy. But yeah, like, why would these kids want Rudy Paredes' autograph? But
Wait a minute. So you're in the costume and you're signing stuff. I can't imagine that costume allowed you to grip a pen all that easily. Am I wrong?
no, you weren't. But it's a marker, and
Speaking of gripping a pen, how would you go to the bathroom in that? Like, because you have the big mitts of the
Very
bear costume.
carefully.
I
Very
got
carefully.
piss all over the fuzzy hands. It was
I mean, the
terrible.
claws on that thing, I think, would just cause all kinds of
I think
bleeding.
I honestly, if it's number 2, I think he has to go out in the woods.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no one would hear it at all. No one would see it. Wait, how does that go?
No.
That's a tree falling.
Tree falling.
If a bear-
You
Bear
blew it.
If a bear
Bear
shits in
shit
the
in
woods,
the woods.
You blew it!
right?
It's got to be your fault.
It's got to be your bull. So yeah, no, I was brother bear and sister bear. So
How does that work?
So you got in
if she didn't,
touch with
you know.
both sides.
yeah. And not only that, if we go back a little further, I was also Jeffrey Giraffe at your local Toys R Us in Independence. So
So
Yeah,
you've been in
kind of.
you've been
Everything
in
you're doing
cosplay
is
for a
bad.
while then.
I want you to know this.
The irony
have.
of being so short, playing such a tall, majestic creature.
I know, right? So with the Jeffrey Giraffe costume, I looked out of its neck, out of one of the spots.
So
It
could
was
you see up his
mashed
neck? Never
No,
mind.
because if I
that's an
looked up-
inside joke.
That's
And his whole the head would have fallen off.
Zip his neck. I do know that, like, I was walking down the aisles at Toys R Us and my head was smacking all of the aisle signs.
I
Like,
bet it
because nobody
was.
was there helping me. But anywho, I've had a long. I've been a performer for many years.
He's been into
so Drew and
cosplay
I.
for a long time, huh?
Most
Yeah,
likely to become a furry.
Well, we can still hope. So there's still hope out there.
Yeah, he was a bear before bear was a term. But anyway,
All right. Anyway, next.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. That was like a joke grenade.
It
He
was,
threw it
yeah.
and-
yeah.
yeah.
Walking around bucket
All right,
naked.
whatever.
You just make a joke, Bobby.
I have a question for you
How many
guys.
drops?
I have a question for you guys. It's kind of leftover from the vacation episode a while back, last week or whatever. I have a question. When you go on vacation and you pack extra clothes that you don't even use, you come home, are those clothes that you have not worn, they're still folded in your luggage, are they clean or are they dirty?
They are clean.
What
They're
say
clean.
you? They're clean?
Clean.
Bob says they're clean. I would say they're clean depending on where you went.
I also would say, depending on how you're packing them. I mean, if you can segregate the clean clothes from the dirty clothes, keep the clean clothes in the more sterile part of the bag, or you know what I mean?
I bring along a trash bag so I can put all the dirty clothes in a trash bag personally.
Good way to
I do
segregate.
that.
As long as they're separated somehow.
Okay.
So I got
Okay.
a question for you guys about vacation.
Hold on, real
ahead.
quick. I feel like if you're like on a beach vacation or something and there's sand everywhere, when I get home, I think I just want to empty everything out and wash it all. Like,
Okay.
I get that.
what's the harm in it? But
Oh,
anyway,
you're
go ahead, Bob.
wasting water and soap. But
There's more clothes that I have to fold when I'm doing laundry. But anyway, go ahead.
Sure.
so my question is, does anybody use the actual? When you go on vacation, do you actually put you put your clothes? Do you take them out of your bag, your suitcase, your luggage, and do you put them into the drawers?
Don't get me started on that, man. Go ahead.
No, not usually. Depends on how long the trip is. And like, see, we just went on a trip this past week, and it was all 4 of us. So we had the kids' clothes, we had 2 big adult bags. So yeah, we were there for 3 days. So the kids' clothes went in the drawers.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now
I know
we
what you
also already have them. We already have them like in these little Ziploc containers, kind of little boxes that you get at like a container store. So they're already pretty compartmentalized. You just grab them, we just put them in the drawers. Like, it's not like we were unfolding and fold.
So my son Quentin is pretty much disgusting. And when we went on our baseball trip, what, year or two ago, we ended up, I didn't do the best job of booking hotels. So we pull into this Roach Motel, probably somewhere in Illinois. And it was just basically to pull over and sleep and get to our next destination the next day. And I mean, we're finding, dead bugs, just the whole nine. It was disgusting. And my son leaves his shower bag in the bathroom open with his toothbrush out on the sink, and he starts putting his clothes in these drawers. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And it wasn't even the only time. Remember when we went to that Mizzou homecoming game, and we had that nasty hotel. This is becoming a trend with me. You'll find. He also put his clothes in that disgusting. And this is a place where I kept all my clothes on. I slept sideways on the bed with no sheet. Yeah, it was just. I'm like, I'm not touching anything. And my son's there putting his. I think he had clothes. I don't know why we would have had clothes. Maybe just for the next day or whatever. But yeah, no, Quentin, if you're out there listening, you're disgusting, and you should not do that.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah,
I've never heard of such a thing.
What's such a thing? Putting
your clothes in the drawers provided.
So I've done it once, and it was when I was going to be out of town for like 4 or 5 days with work.
Right.
I was at a conference, and I was gone for like a really long time. So normally, though, I'll just live out of the bag. Like I said, like you guys said, you segregate the clean from the dirty, and what's been worn and what hasn't. And but no, one time I did actually put clothes in the drawers. But we're talking a nicer, like a resort.
Yeah.
So.
I think the quality of the room and the the digs, like that factors in on how ridiculous it is. But I also think, like, if you're just gonna be there for the next night, why bother taking stuff out? Just leave it there, grab what you need, put it back.
Yeah.
Agreed. Interesting. All right.
Indeed.
Well, we said at the top of the show that it today is 8/7. It's August 7th. It's one of our birthdays. There you go.
Rudy.
You guys remembered.
You mama.
You mama.
Feeling all that
Yeah.
well, huh?
Your birthday.
No, I'm.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say I'm been a bit under the weather. It's been, just got a little bit of a head cold, which I know Bobby's now concerned.
COVID.
I was sick at grandma's on Sunday, so everyone there.
COVID.
So everyone that I open mouth kissed at mom's house on Sunday, you guys are in trouble. So
all right.
It's not COVID. Quit being a wuss. It's not COVID.
It's the HIV.
How about this?
COVID.
How about this? You ready? Hold on. I need some quiet. Dad. Remember? Like
Elf?
telling on you? Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But like you're telling on him.
It's more of a dad.
There you go. Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Dad. That kind of thing.
Somebody. Get
Mom,
this guy out of here. He's got COVID.
No, I had a little on Sunday. I had a little twinge in the back of my throat that maybe felt a little scratch, but
are you sure that's what that was? All right. Yeah. Anyway.
Boy, where is it at?
But anyways.
So did anybody get him did anybody get him a Mad Balls?
I love women.
Sorry, Bobby. What was that?
Did anybody get him a Mad Balls for his birthday?
Oh yeah.
Mad Balls.
Well,
We should have played the Mad
Balls.
Balls.
We should have played the theme.
What'd you say, Andrew?
What is a Mad Balls?
Oh
my
I'm glad you
god.
asked.
This is where Rudy. You just invited Rudy to piss and moan for the next 4 minutes. So go ahead.
Why?
Go ahead.
Hold on. I want to search
Good,
for
because
Mad
the audience
Balls.
is
I'm gonna
always
share my
telling us
screen.
how they want more in these episodes.
Mad Balls. Mad Balls were. Hold on. Can I Google real quick?
I'm trying to find the video.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So basically,
Mad
Mad
Balls.
Balls were I guess the size of like Nerf balls, like
Jamie,
like
share
baseball.
this.
Who? What?
Hold on. Share that. Just to give people an idea of what Mad Balls
Okay,
are.
play the video.
So they're baseballs with ugly faces on
Oh, I
them.
had that one.
Hey,
Screaming
there's actually-
Mimi
So it's like garbage pail kids for athletes.
for baseball. Yeah. Yes, because they later came out with footballs that had maybe a different name to them.
So for those of you
But
on
yeah.
Spotify, we are Rudy just Googled Mad Balls and or he's going through pictures.
Rudy, go up to the top
What?
and go to the videos, and
Oh, maybe have the commercial.
it does down there. Scroll down.
Nice.
This first
I
one
just
or the
don't-
second one?
The third one, right there.
So these,
Oh, right here.
Now
these
we
were
may have to keep talking because I think it's going to go right into it.
Mad balls, gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball, they're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. We throw, catch, it's fun. There's so much gross in every one. Freaky fun is what they're for. There's so much ugly, so much more. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. Mad ball.
Freaky fun for everyone, sold separately from Amtoy.
We
you go.
play
Wow.
with.
I'm
We play
shocked
with our
to-
mad balls.
I'm shocked to not hear much from Amtoy anymore. I'm wondering if whoever came up with Mad Balls is put the company under.
I think
But
whoever was editing their ad material was on cocaine. It was the 80s.
Cocaine. Yeah, no.
Now you gotta explain what a mad ball, or kind of why I'm referencing.
I mean,
mad ball.
usually my birthday fell on our vacation, our family vacation every year.
Here we go.
Every
You
year when you
asked
grow
for
up-
it. You can't tell me to tell a story
Right.
and then be like, "Here we go."
Every year we went on family vacation, and it was the first 2 weeks of August.
And
We
it
hear
was
this
over my
every
birthday.
Sunday around Rudy's birthday, but go ahead.
It was around my birthday, and just it. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean,
So because he would complain about it was his birthday while we were on vacation and we didn't get to celebrate, that I think I don't know, mom and dad probably felt bad for him and let him get a birthday present while he was on vacation. And I think one of your presents
Felt
wasn't your
bad
present
for
was
me.
mad ball.
yeah, I got mad balls for my
Yeah.
birthday.
That kind of shut him up for a little bit until we got home.
I
Now
was a big fan.
Now
Let
he
us-
gets some.
Let us finish the vacation in peace.
Go ahead, Jamie. Spit that out.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
No, you were going to say something about me madly
No.
playing with my balls or something. I don't know.
Go ahead.
All right.
No, I just don't. I don't have anything. I mean, I don't know what you want
Yeah.
me to. It was my birthday.
Well,
it was
happy
during
birthday.
vacation, and
Yes, happy
yeah,
birthday, brother.
no, I appreciate it, guys.
So what did
me
you
and
do?
Jamie? Well, I laid around sick pretty much all day, and then
Go ahead.
got together with loved ones at Dave and Buster's. My kids both worked. They didn't ask for their dad's birthday off, so they were both working tonight.
So
Both
you had to go
Parker-
to them?
Yeah, I said you're going to celebrate with me whether you like it or not, and
Good,
they're
you
going to
get
pay
paid.
you. Yeah, you're going to get paid to
And they have
celebrate
to
my
serve you?
birthday. Yes, Parker actually was cleaning up our table when we left, so she was manager. She was MOD. She was manager on duty. So, which funny story? This is actually pretty funny. So, Sonny was there. Sonny needed to go to the bathroom. So Miranda gets up, takes her to the bathroom, and she comes back and she tells James, she's like, "Hey, every toilet stall was clogged. Every single one was clogged.
That's shocking.
One of them was clogged with vomit. Like they were all just clogged and disgusting, all of them." So James, Miranda's like, "You need to take her," So James went ahead and took her.
well, that's
And so then Manny came over and, we kind of told Manny, "Hey, in the women's bathroom, all the stalls are clogged." And he's like, "Okay, I'll let somebody know." So he went and notified somebody.
He should be unclogging them.
And then a couple minutes later, Parker comes over and she's like, "All the bathroom stalls are clogged and I've got to go clean it." And we all looked at each other. We're like, like, who would have thought Manny would have actually taken care of a problem? I don't know. I don't know what we thought, but I guess shit runs downhill. No,
so he
but Parker,
took care of it by delegating it to his older sister.
Parker was the only when I found out. Parker, go ahead.
Manager.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah,
the only
nobody else can
female
do it.
manager. She was the only female manager on duty tonight. So
Duty.
That's the thing. You report it. You're like, yeah, somebody should take care of this, and then it turns out, oh,
who'd you think? Yeah, who'd you think was going to do it?
Well,
so
wait, just
Parker
wait. So the manager had to do it just because she was the only female and was the only one that could go into the women's restroom?
I guess honestly, they're not going to send the kitchen staff in there. And as I think about it, I mean, there's bartenders that were female, but as for floor people, I didn't really see any female floor people. It was all dudes.
But you just stick a sign that the restroom's closed or whatever, and you could send a dude in there like that. That's she's pretty gullible. That she shouldn't have had to do that.
That's true.
She should have been like, "Hey, just put this wet floor sign outside or whatever, and tell Manny to go do it."
I think it would be difficult to shut down. I mean, how many bathrooms do they have? Because if you shut down the main women's bathroom on the main floor there,
I think it's just the one main one on the bottom floor. There might be one upstairs, but
you got to try to keep it open. I think
she kept coming over the table. She was giving us death stares. She's like, she was like mouthing, I hate you. And it was like,
How much
we
more do you
felt
think she's
horrible.
going to hate you, knowing that you've now told this story to, all of our?
I have a feeling she probably didn't clean it. Like, she's a manager. I would assume, like Jamie said, I think she might have found somebody else to get that job done. I would think.
Does she have plumb? Can she plumb? Like, I mean, what?
So that's what we were talking. That's what we were talking about. Like, we're like, well, the bathroom has plumbing issues, according to Parker. And Miranda's like, you're not a plumber. Like, what are you going to do about it? And so she's like, you just got to flush it really hard. I think, knowing Parker, she probably went in there, and there's probably a button back there, and she probably used her foot and stepped on each one really hard and tried to get them to flush. And then that was her, like, because the janitors come in the morning. But
could you imagine if it had clogged? It start going the other way and start coming out.
Yeah, rising.
How are your guys' plunging techniques? Are you guys like when you have an incident, a situation? Are you approaching it? Are you approaching it with confidence? Like, yeah, I'm going to take care of this, or are you like me, where I'm like, just gonna put it here and try?
No. You gotta go in there with full confidence. Like, I know I'm going to hit this flush again, and it's going to start rising, but I'm confident that I'm just going to chop that thing up and get it all out of there. And so, can I keep doing that?
Please.
I have all the confidence in the world in my plumbing, but you have to have a good plunger. Like, that's key.
Okay.
A lot of it. So when you go to Walmart and there's the $5 plunger and there's the $15 plunger, spend the extra money because that $5 plunger.
The problem is that I think I either am too aggressive, or the fact that our plunger is black, so it would tend to leave black marks on the bowl, on the basin, on the bowl. And so because of that, I've been relegated to a backup plunger. My wife.
Are you saying plunging is a black job?
I know. I was going to say they prefer African American, Bob.
Did not say that.
Yeah. You have an African American plunger.
It's a black plunger. No, because so it'll leave streaks. It'll leave marks.
I do know the black plungers leave black streaks, but those come out. Those come out with little elbow grease.
So
see, a lot of times when I'm plunging,
I'm relieved of my duties.
A lot of times when I'm plunging, I'll eventually get it, but I don't know what I did to get it because I'm usually just kind of haphazardly just going for it. But eventually, if I just flush it enough, if I just go, all right.
See, it's all about the seal you create. You got to create a seal around
a seal here and a seal here.
So, it's all
I play with the water. I have to turn off the water, and then I'll plunge it a few times.
With the water?
Play with the water,
and then never mind.
It's all about the suction that you create.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've definitely Googled and YouTubed like some good techniques because I don't know.
So are you a two-hander or just?
I'm a two-hander.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna demonstrate anymore.
All right, next topic.
But anyway, happy birthday,
Moving
Rudy! And we didn't forget this year. Texted you pretty early, but as I said,
yeah, surprisingly, everyone texted me. Miranda was one of the last ones, but to her point, she said, "Mine is a face-to-face, in-person happy birthday. Doesn't that, outrank just a text?" And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So
But
she
it-
remains my favorite daughter.
But
I
it
do
does-
the text because I feel like that is above the Facebook post.
the
if
problem
there's
is, yeah. Let's get
Yes.
to this. It didn't count for your Facebook posts.
It didn't count towards my Facebook
I
posts.
mean, Rudy's a big. He's got to have everybody post. He's a very.
I
So
wanted to
Jamie and I
wanted to
for
show him that
multiple-
our relationship is not about the numbers.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. For those of you that don't know, Jamie and I have had a Facebook competition on a yearly basis on who gets the most happy birthdays through Facebook. And currently,
I dominate.
I
You
don't
guys are
think you
weird.
do, brother. Currently, I stand at. Let's get
Oh,
a
God.
live total.
Uh,
Oh God!
So
this
much
is-
so
riveting.
that
Are
this
you
guy
going
went
off of-
through and at noon today he had to give us a through the
update.
middle of the day, through halfway through the day, I'm at I don't know, he said 83 or whatever.
It was
So are you-
83,
I'm a
right?
nerd, and I'm pretty proud of it.
Comparing him to Jamie's last year's stats, or are you waiting for him to?
No, yeah, we're waiting for this year, 2024. So currently, I stand at 141
9 times.
with about an hour and 15
Nine.
to go. So guys, keep them coming. I know my fans out there love me, so shoot
I'll
me
hit you.
some.
I'll hit you up with another one.
Yeah, throw and for those of you that know, if like
Wow.
so my the bumpuses.
That
So
sounds
for those
kind
of
of
you that know-
crazy.
For those of you that don't know, when my mom posts like "Happy birthday to my son," blah blah blah, and then people comment on that post, "Oh, happy
Does-
birthday, Rudy!" Those don't
Does
count.
not count. Does not count.
It's got to be an individual happy birthday to me on my page.
Which is why your oldest brother just texts you and doesn't put it on Facebook. I do it on purpose.
So I
And
don't
your
get-
other older brother just doesn't care and doesn't contact you at all.
In fact, you texted the entire family and told them not to say anything to me,
Yes, I did.
but you
Because you put up
forgot.
such a stink about mom wishing Tomas a happy birthday the other day on the family text chain.
So
What did our text chain became happy birthday, blah blah blah.
yeah, when have we ever wished happy birthday to anyone on the text chain? Ever?
You just get so butthurt about things like that.
We should.
I don't see what it is. Obviously I don't care, but it's funny. It's funny to make a big deal out of absolutely nothing. That makes me smile. So the fact that we're talking about this on a nationwide podcast, on a worldwide podcast, is pretty funny to me. So, but why do we wish Tomas a happy birthday?
Because it was his grandmother and she did it on the
he's not
family
on-
group text.
He's not on social media or on Facebook. I don't know.
I don't know, but on Saturday, that text chain better be alive with happy birthdays to my daughter Parker, who's turning 21.
Oh yeah,
This is
That's
this
right.
Saturday.
and
So
shocking.
she will have her
Shocking,
first drink.
we're all getting together on Saturday.
We're all getting
Can you
together on
imagine?
Saturday to celebrate Parker,
We're gonna watch her
Where
take
we
her
can-
first drink.
her first drink ever.
Did you hear that?
First
drink.
drink. My daughter has never drank before ever, and so this will be her first drink because she's turning 21. And
Yeah.
so
So we have to give her 21 shots.
yeah, what should we do shots of?
We
We're
don't
gonna
have
do
no
shots. You
beer,
guys do- you guys-
just tequila.
That's what I'm thinking. Tequila shots, right? Are you guys good for tequila shots?
Mexican, of course I am.
We're gonna get freaking trashed.
Especially
Manny-
if Dad's the
Manny-
one paying for the shots.
No, I'll buy a round of shots. But yeah, no. I expect all of you to buy her drinks. So, but we're gonna be in Westport. Rented out a room at Off Key, and so
So we are going to destroy some songs.
we've done that before. So yeah, I'm trying to think already. Like, because I booked the room for 3 hours this time, because normally we do 2 hours, and it takes us. Yeah, it takes us like 30 minutes. Everybody like, I don't want to do it. No, you do it. And then finally, and then nobody wants to give it up after a while. So I'm like, it takes us a little while to get going. So I took 3 hours this time. So
I mean, Richie Rich.
What's first, man? Money is no object.
Right.
That's not true. That's not the case. But I think I'll probably start it off with a little Digital Underground, a little Humpty Dance.
So here's something that's got me bothered, and it's got me bugged all night, and it's probably not even a big deal. But basically, I was thinking about, all right, we're going to do karaoke on Saturday at Parker's party. And I was on the way home. I was driving back to Kansas City tonight, and I heard a song on the radio. It was a country song, and I said to myself, "Oh, I need to, I need to plan on. I'm going to sing that on Saturday." But I quickly forgot what the song was, and that
Last night we let the liquor talk. Was it
that was not it. No, that was not it.
Morgan Wallen.
So anyway, just another sign of me getting old.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen. Did any of you guys make the concert this week? Morgan Wallen was in Kansas City this week. Did you guys?
The guy that used the N-word that everybody seemed to forget.
Yeah, I think all the entire country just kind of forgot about that whole N-bomb tirade caught on video. Do you have the video? Somebody has the video, I'm sure. Look it up. No?
No, we didn't come prepared.
Yeah, I know.
We aren't prepared. Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys keep talking.
So I was surprised to see he came out with Mahomes and Chris Jones. Yeah, I guess all's forgiven. But he came out in a Harrison Butker jersey, number 7, but he had his own name on the back. I think it said Wallen. But yeah, I just can't believe 3 nights, all those people out there, and everybody either forgot or doesn't care about the fact that he not only used the N-word, but didn't he also throw a chair off of a roof in Nashville?
Those are 2 separate incidents. Yeah, 2 separate incidents.
Right.
But I don't have the video, Jamie. I don't know. But
so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
if you played a Morgan Wallen song right now, I wouldn't know. So
Chris Brown hits Rihanna, Michael Jackson touches kids, and
allegedly
R. Kelly pees on people. You know what? P. Diddy songs come in my playlist. They come on my playlist, and I have to think. I'm like enjoying the song. I'm like, no, I got to stop this. This isn't okay. Like, so I just skip them now. But I don't know, man. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. They're artists. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that.
There's no accounting for taste. I mean, I am saying it, but I have never even heard the guy's music, so I shouldn't bash him.
No, I mean, I'm sure he's good. I know there's at least one song that I like, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, they didn't even forgive Kramer. Didn't Kramer have a
Yeah, Kramer used N-word, or he, had a drunken or some rant.
They didn't forgive that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. How did we get here?
Talking about karaoke, and the fact that I couldn't think of what country song it was that I was just listening to like 20 minutes earlier, and totally forgot.
I know one song that'll be played at least once. A little Volver Volver.
Vicente.
Oh yeah.
Fernandez.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Popo.
Yes, we're gonna get our karaoke on like crazy.
Man, 3 hours. That's awesome.
Yeah, I better rest my pipes.
I'm getting excited. I'm gonna make my playlist.
I'm gonna drink some tea before we go, so I can be ready.
I'm not getting in a room with him if he's sick.
He needs to be wearing a mask.
I know.
Hey, put some Vicks on your chest.
Some Vicks. I'm fully stocked on Vicks and 7-Up, so I'm ready to go.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
What happened to Andrew?
I don't know. I saw his dog walk across. Did his dog eat him?
That's what I was thinking. His dog mauled him, and then he took over. He took over the podcast. Anyway,
So let's get to the topic du jour. That's the topic of the day.
I'll have
that sounds good. I'll have that.
We have never been so impressed as to see so many people in the Olympics. From various countries with our last name. I mean, there are Paredes everywhere. We didn't realize. I mean, we knew we were athletic, but we didn't realize that Paredes in general were so athletic.
Now, let's be real. We never saw our last name anywhere as kids.
No,
never, ever
until Jimmy Paredes came along.
Who?
Jimmy Paredes, but I was already
Jimmy.
There was one that we had a baseball card of when we were little, I think, didn't we? No? Am I crazy? I think there was
Jimmy
one.
Paredes was the first one that came along.
Like a Johnny.
I remember an Ivan Calderon because we have Calderons in our family.
Shout out to the Calderons.
Shout out to the Calderon family. I remember Jimmy Paredes is the first one. Played for the Astros and had a couple. Did he play for the Royals for a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jimmy Paredes. He wasn't great. And then, of course, came Isak, who's really good, all-star, whatever. But yeah, this week we noticed
just got traded to the Cubs.
Right.
Yep.
But this week we noticed there is quite a few Paredes in the Olympics, like you said, two of which scored goals in soccer, and one of which just upset the USA in beach volleyball. So yeah, so
nice.
Right here, this is the first guy that I noticed.
That's Kevin, right?
Kevin Paredes.
Wait, that guy's name's Kevin? There's a Kevin Paredes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Kevin
why that's
Paredes.
shocking, but okay.
I mean, have you not a lot of, well, he doesn't look Mexican, but there's not a lot of Mexican Kevins out there. But
I guess
we now have anyway.
Kevin Paredes, everybody. He scored a goal in the U.S. soccer match. I was
sitting at my desk and I was watching highlights, and yeah, I saw he was in the crowd and showed the back. He had a good shot of the back of his jersey with his name on it. So that was
Paredes. Cool. I might have to get a U.S. soccer jersey with Paredes on the back.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far. But.
So what do we know about him?
He plays soccer for the U.S. I think we said everything we know about him.
No, like
he plays soccer.
Where's he from in the United States? Like,
I was just about to say,
that would have entailed us doing much more research,
bro. I brought the picture. What do you want from me? Next, I found Irene Paredes.
Is this the one Kylie texted us about? Or no, that was a volleyball.
Hold on. Before we move on, Kevin Paredes was born in South Riding, Virginia. So he is from Virginia. And he played his first match with Loudoun United Football Club on September 25th, 2019.
Okay.
I just like covering Jamie's face up. So that's Kevin. So
go ahead.
So then it went to I was on my forklift listening to some.
Excuse me. Kevin Paredes is of Dominican descent.
There we go.
Dominicano. Shout out to the Dominicanos out there.
All right, let's move on. Who's the next famous Paredes?
So Irene, she is a. I just heard our name. I'm like, are they saying Paredes on the broadcast? Like, who is this? And so I start searching, and she had just scored like the game-tying goal for whatever. Again, it's soccer, guys. I'm not watching. But when I heard her last name, I was like, oh, sweet. Looked her up. That's Irene Paredes. She plays for the Spain. She plays for the Spain team, and she scored the game-tying goal on Saturday. So
Spanish
yeah,
team.
She is
Spain team. The Spanish
You know
team.
I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
You're right, brother.
According to Wikipedia, So
What do you got on her?
Irene Paredes Hernandez. So Paredes is her paternal last name, but she goes her maternal last name is Hernandez. So she's Irene Paredes Hernandez. She's 33. Like you said, she's from Spain. She was born in the Basque country, and I think I saw she's married, or she's in a relationship with a Spanish hockey player.
Is his last name Hernandez?
Nope, Ibarra.
Oh, because I was Paredes Hernandez, but yeah.
She has a child, I think, Mateo. So there's a Mateo Paredes, then I guess, or
nice.
Maybe it wouldn't be Mateo Paredes, but anyway.
And then that leads us to this is Paredes number 3.
Are any of them actually Mexican?
So far, Spanish and Dominican. So,
and right here we've got Melissa Humana Paredes, who plays for the Canadians.
She's Canadian.
She plays beach volleyball for Canada, who just apparently upset the United States today, I believe, to go to the finals. So you will see Melissa Paredes in the finals of beach volleyball.
She is the younger daughter of 2 Chilean political refugees. So even though she's Canadian, she is of Chilean descent.
Yeah, that's it's funny how a lot of people from like that you would think might be, or I don't know how strict the rules are as far as who who can play on what team, like what your relationship to that country is, if you are, well, you know what I'm talking about. But like there was a picture of the table tennis. I think the United States beat China, and it was kind of a haha that the U.S. team were like Chinese Americans. It's
I did see that.
I saw that video. Like all 3 of them were.
Like okay.
I was surprised to see Joel Embiid on the U.S. Basketball team.
He naturalized.
What is he?
Trinidad and Tobago, I think, originally, but they don't have a team. But there's like 3 different things he could be. But he chose to be on the U.S. team.
Well, he nationalized.
Win, obviously.
I think that was
what does that mean?
He went through the whole process of becoming an American citizen. Cameroon. He's a Cameroonian.
Is that what they're called?
What a maroon.
He's like Bugs Bunny. Because we had a book. Never mind. Anyway. So those were the Paredeses that are currently in the Olympics. And
Nice.
I believe they're all still in there. I don't know about the Spanish soccer team, but
yeah, actually Spain. This is female. Never mind. I was thinking the men I think go this week for the final against France and Spain, but that's on the men's side. Irene is female.
While we're here on the Olympics, guys, there's been some pretty big. The French team has I don't even know how to bring this up.
Did you see how? Well, just bring it up.
Let's just see what comes up.
Big old, some big old wieners on the French team. Was that good enough?
So he loses, but in the end, doesn't he really win? I mean,
oh yeah, he's won the internet.
Yeah, he got a contract. I think we're talking about this guy. I can't remember his name. Anthony. Probably should have done our research, right? All we know is
the
French pole vaulter. That.
No.
Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop looking.
You probably have
I think they call him chorizo.
Andrew, your mic. You got to turn your mic up or something, or get it close to your mouth. Your mouth. Get it real close to your mouth and talk about this dude's wiener.
How's this?
Better. What's up? Yeah.
I don't know. I had nothing to say.
I looked up pole vaulter, and one of the searches in Google is pole vaulter junk.
Pole vaulter junk.
Anthony Amirati. offered $250,000 to do porn, and that was all stemming from
Sounds
his.
Italian.
Of course.
I think he was French.
Fragile. Must be Italian.
But it sounded Italian.
While we're on
of
the
course.
While we're on the French team, last week, I think it was last week, we talked about this guy.
Hey, did we?
Yeah, we talked about the diver for the French team that had the big old hog.
Is that a mouse in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Hey, he's just doing his
Rudy's
job,
been
everybody.
talking about it.
I've also don't come and
this guy's hog's been on your lips for like a week.
Don't come over here and ask me to look at my Google searches. Good Lord. It's all for the show, guys. It's all for the show.
Research purposes.
Research. So the French team, although actually they are pretty up there in the medal count, but they got some talented players on their Olympic squad. So good for them, guys.
What'd you guys think of? Did you guys have an issue at all with the two Americans, Simone Biles and the other gal, bowing to the
no
Brazilian?
I think she was Brazilian.
No issue. What I had an issue with, though, were you guys watching that whole thing unfold, like the whole? Because
no, I mean not in real time. No, I saw
the U.S. girl that took bronze. When the competition was over, she was in 5th place. So I should have all this down because there was a girl who won the bronze. She was announced the winner of the bronze, kind of, and she was excited. She had her flag. It was Norway, maybe, or Sweden.
I don't remember.
I don't know. She was excited, happy, but literally it was for like 3 minutes because the U.S. team, I guess you can have your points checked or something. I don't know what they did, but they almost like throwing a challenge flag. Yeah, like a review. And they reviewed it, and boom, she jumped from 5th place to 3rd place, knocking that girl's bronze medal out of her hand. And she starts celebrating. I felt horrible for that other girl, like terrible. Like, why? It's like the judges scored, and then USA was like, "Are you sure? Look again." And then they looked again. And they're like, "No, you're right. She won." And so I don't know. I didn't like that at all, really, but I don't know anything about gymnastics, so yeah, that's all.
So obviously, you're not a golfer.
The 3rd place American, her last name was Childs, correct?
Yes.
So I'm trying to look it up, and all it wants to give me, the internet wants thinks I want a Chili's review, of Chili's restaurants.
Let's do that. We love food. So what do you guys think about that?
You got to take?
I know we haven't talked about food this whole time.
They're chicken crispers at Chili's.
Wow, 58 minutes. Is that a record?
Wow, that would be a record.
Oh.
I had food tonight. I had the chicken parm at Dave & Buster's. Mwah, beautiful.
Chef's kiss.
Chicky parm. Although Miranda had their chicken tendies, and she was not a fan. It was because of the new breading that they have. But while we're on the Olympics, though, we mentioned Simone Biles. Did anybody watch the new episode of Hard Knocks last night with the Chicago Bears?
I did.
No, but I need to watch it because I hear that you can see the guy I went to high school with.
Who'd you go to high school with?
I guess I'll say DJ Horde.
Does he play for the Bears? Oh, he's a front office, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, in the episode, and we can talk about DJ Horde if we want. If you know, he show. I can't remember what DJ Horde looks like, but
yeah.
Anyways, in the episode, they follow Simone. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm sure he'll try to avoid the cameras as much as possible.
Oh,
but yeah.
No. So I was watching the episode, and I didn't realize that Simone Biles' husband is now with the Bears. He used to play for the Packers. What's his name? Something Owens.
Jonathan Owens, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, John Owens. We should have him.
Jonathan.
Different John Owens, not the proprietor of AirShare. But anyways, Jonathan Owens, the husband of Simone Biles, they kind of did a little piece on him, talking with the coaches about how he was going to go over to Paris and watch Simone, whatever. And they're like, okay, make sure you take your iPad with you and blah, blah, blah. He's going to miss some practices. But then they go back to his house, their house. And dude, it blew my mind. I almost woke up my daughter. They're in there and kind of getting to know Jonathan Owens, and he's got 3 dogs. And he's like, this was my dog before I met Simone. Yeah. And this was Simone's dog. Simone's dog's name is Lilo, just like my dog.
Yeah, that was a long way to get to that little flex.
That's the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a story. Me and Simone Biles have the same name for our dog.
I didn't know that.
So, surprised you didn't know that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm like, no way. Her dog's name is Lilo? That's insane.
Yeah.
That is. Did you realize that was a cartoon, right?
It was a cartoon, but
yeah. So chances are there's more people out there that have a dog named Lilo. But
you know what, guys? I'm trying to. I haven't hit any drops.
I know. Today. And you were supposed to not talk. I thought you were going to be the drop guy.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm stepping back. We're running up. We just crossed an hour, guys. So we can.
All right. So did we talk about Chiefs training camp yet?
We did not.
No, we have not.
I thought that was going to be our lead story, and then we started talking about Worlds of Fun for 20 minutes.
Well, but it was like a week ago now, so that's old news for us. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully you all caught our first live broadcast. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think for just fumbling around with it, it wasn't too bad. Next time we'll kind of know what we're doing a little more, but that's pretty good.
Hopefully you caught me stretching my hammies, getting ready for practice.
Yeah, we get there and it was about 115 degrees out there. So the crowd wasn't as big as in years past because
it's not about the size of the crowd, Jamie.
All the smart people stayed home. So we get there and
were they smart? Because they stayed home, which means more ice cream sandwiches for us.
Oh my God!
I think we destroyed the ice cream sandwich guys. They just randomly started pulling out milks, lemonades, water bottles,
and then around the corner,
fudge is made.
Fudge was made.
Ooh, I set that up on a tee for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Milk was milk.
First, we had to wait before we could enjoy these delicious ice cream sandwiches because Jamie forgot he brought his water cup in, or tried to, left us all sitting there waiting while he ran back to the car
because he had the tickets on his phone.
But while he was, maybe this was after he had returned, but I think, shortly after getting into the stadium, we're on our way to Chiefs practice. This is even before we've gotten our free ice cream and drinks. But Quentin has to use the restroom. He ends up almost going in the wrong restroom. I think he went in the ladies.
Not almost.
Almost.
He did. Not almost.
He was in there.
He was in there for a full 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He made eye contact.
Enough time for me to see it, make eyes with the guys that also saw it happen, and then run back to you guys to tell you what had happened. And then
so you didn't run in after him. You didn't run in to save him. You ran.
I was right. I would have done it as well if I hadn't noticed him doing it first. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Quentin.
Yes. And it's funny because then me and him went to the men's bathroom, and you could still hear people talking about it, making fun of him. Like, yeah, that guy just went with the girls. But, you'll have to hear it. This is trying to encourage people to go watch our live stream because Quentin was there and he got to tell his side of the story, explain it's an honest mistake. I could see it, but it was funny. It was very fun.
But as we said, we can't go long without talking about food. So we got there, and because it was going to be a hot day, they were handing out free ice cream sandwiches. And what better thing to have at 9 o'clock in the morning than a ice cream sandwich and frozen
dairy.
Yeah.
But at 9 a.m., it was already like in the 90s, and those things were melting as soon as they hit our hand.
As soon as they gave them to us. Yeah. So
we had curdling in my stomach.
I didn't expect it. I appreciate it. It was nice. The only thing that would have made it better would have been if they had given us 2 each.
Yeah, I didn't get 2. Did you get 2, Rudy?
Did you get 2, Rudy?
I didn't get 2. I only got 1.
You didn't get 2, Andrew?
No.
How about Jamie?
Okay.
Jamie, did you get 2?
I did. So I got the 1 and I downed it out of sight. I inhaled it. And then I was like, oh, Rudy's got, a lemonade. I should go back and see if I can get a lemonade, thinking that, hey, well, if there's any ice cream sandwiches left over, maybe I can snag one from the other guy. Because there was multiple guys. You don't go to the same guy who just gave you one. You just kind of like, oh, you guys are giving away ice cream. Oh, sure. They kind of like when you go up at Sam's or Costco or whatever, and they're giving away free samples.
Free samples?
Yeah. You go up and you're like, oh, yeah.
What's this?
Yeah.
What's
you got
this?
Frozen pizzas? Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never seen that before. What a concept.
Is this a new brand? This is new style?
How foolish should be to think that you actually went up getting a lemonade and they just happened to give you one, not realizing this was all premeditated.
Yeah. I mean, I knew the possibilities were high. So I figured, why not shoot your shot? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
And that's not even the worst part of the food of his food day. I mean, I think we posted to one of our socials. Was it to Instagram? Maybe it was to our story. The fact that once we are, because this is after practice now, we've decided to find a local establishment there in St. Joe to go and have lunch. The Paredes men, we're at Chiefs training camp, so we go have lunch. We find a local establishment there. We all chow down because we're all starving.
Stay off me! I'm starving.
But my nephew Manny tears up his baked potato, but he made one mistake. He left the skin. Well, God forbid we throw away a potato skin. So
dude, I'm getting hungry.
Jamie had to there is video evidence of Jamie finishing off not his son's meal, but his nephew's baked potato. Specifically,
if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you saw it. You saw it this week.
The behind the scenes thing, and I don't even know if I should out you on this, but this was after you had made room for a second.
So yeah, I got it. First of all, I got to give it hats off to this place. What was it called again? You said Buddy
Pappy's.
Something like
Pappy's.
That.
I mean, I'll look up.
Happy.
Yeah,
Happy Scrappy Hero Pup.
I had this burger that was the grilled cheeseburger or grilled cheese something or other, and it basically it was basically a burger, a patty, and the bun was 2 full-on grilled cheese sandwiches. So I mean,
bread, cheese, bread, patty, bread, cheese, bread.
Bread, cheese,
but
bacon.
Underneath
bread.
the patty was another additional layer of cheese. But yes, yes. And fries.
Jeez. I had go ahead, finish yours because I had
I
the
was just
ranch
gonna
hamburger, but
so basically it was I think you guys started laughing. It was basically a race to for me to finish and pay because I knew it's basically you're gonna have to beat the rush to the bathroom. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, they were making fun of me for hurrying up and going to pay or whatever, but I wanted to hit the bathroom first because there's no way in hell I'm going to the bathroom after all these fools go.
Yeah, well that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Little did I know, it was you, then I don't know the order, but Rudy, then Quentin,
me, Quentin.
Clock was ticking. Ever since my gallbladder's been removed, I've got T-minus, 10 minutes before that thing is going to be screaming its way out. So
don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You got to plan for these things when you get older.
I mean, we're close, and we've used the same bathrooms, all growing up. But I wasn't about to be I wasn't about to be the caboose on that train, especially with our nephews and the little ones. And
brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Yeah, it was. And so anyway, I take care of all that stuff, and I come back to the table, and there's Manny's struggling. He's the struggle bus with his food, making a happy plate. And so I figured I'd just help him out. And the skin's the best part of a baked potato.
I was proud of Manny for eating all that. Like he'll take a couple bites, like, but he ate the whole burger. He ate what I would consider the whole baked potato.
Most of the baked potato, yeah. So I thought
little did I know
he finished everything, but no, not everything, according to Jamie. There was still skin there.
Challenge.
Basically, yeah, it was good stuff.
Challenge accepted.
Shout out to Pappy. Shout out to
Pappy's Grill and Pub in St. Joe.
Good stuff.
I got the ranch hand burger, which was an open-faced, like I had to use a fork and knife to eat it. It was an open-faced burger with just like chili and cheese and onions on top. It was delicious. It was really good, man. I was glad we decided to try that out. Something new out in St. Joe. Yeah. So that was good. Good.
Which really, I mean, face it, I at least halfway, maybe not even halfway through practice, that's kind of what our focus turned to, was where we were going to eat afterwards. I mean, we ended up seeing one or two nice connections from Mahomes to Kelsey, and maybe one other bomb.
Worthy.
I didn't see you guys on Sunday, but when I came home that day, I was watching First Things First, and they kept showing a play that happened while we were there that I guess we didn't see, where like Mahomes like faked somebody out and then threw it. I don't know. He did some, or maybe he did like a behind the back. I don't know. He did something fancy that I don't think we were paying that close of attention to. But in the clip they kept looping, you can see us on the hill.
What?
Like standing back there. Yeah. You can see our grip.
Quit acting stupid.
What?
You can see quit acting stupid crew.
You can see the quit acting stupid, the QAS contingent.
Wow.
Up on the hill. And you can see all of us.
We were probably too busy. We were probably too busy wondering what was underneath the KC Wolf costume and how disgusting he smelled at that point, just because of the heat.
Yeah.
And I was
being the only one of us who's been in those costumes, I had to feel for that guy. But as we discussed earlier,
well, you
stink.
And we've discussed a lot in the past about your body issues, but you wore 2 shirts, which I thought was madness.
Yeah,
I did wear 2 shirts, but then when you saw Jamie pitting out looking disgusting, I had no issues. I was fine. I was not pitting out. I looked pristine. My shirt was, I had my Chiefs shirt on. There were no pit stains. There was no deodorant stains. I looked great. So
you look great, huh?
I looked wonderful. Jamie, on the other hand, was that what's that meme of what's his name from The Thing?
Oh, okay.
Key and Peele, Jordan Peele, when he's sweating, that gif. Yeah,
One of my favorites was Xavier sitting on the hill, and I think he casually said, "Hey, is my back sweating or something?" And it was just
totally drenched.
Solid. He was drenched. You could have wrung his shirt out. It was disgusting.
Well, wasn't that kind of his nickname when he was younger? The big sweat. It wasn't he kind of. He's always been a sweater, right?
He did sweat a lot.
Well, that's disgusting.
Yep.
I feel like all of us are. At least I know I am.
It's which is why I got to wear 2 shirts, man. I don't want to ruin. I don't want to.
But again,
people that are pitted out that's just disgusting to me.
But I think your Great Wolf Lodge rationale, I think, would have applied there too. I mean, we were surrounded by people who were just gross and understandably, because it's just we're all sweating. We're embracing how horrible this is. So it's like whatever.
And I think we were making note of the group of young teenagers dressed in Liberty High School football shirts that were.
I don't know if you saw. I saw on Facebook.
Talk about it.
Felicia Caballero's son was there.
I saw that she said that. Yeah.
He's part of the Liberty football team.
Yeah, they need some bigger guys. A lot of small guys on Liberty's freshman team.
Maybe it was
I assume it's freshmen.
Yeah, it was their freshman. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
They were they need some two big bookend tackles. So yeah.
What else?
That was a good trip, and then we tried to record an episode in the car.
Yeah, did not turn out so well.
And we'll never see.
Didn't turn out so well, guys.
Yeah,
batteries don't last so long.
Don't tell my insurance company that I was driving and recording at the same time.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, I wanted it.
Sons were.
I wanted it to turn out good because me, Andrew, and Pops were in the back seat, and we named ourselves the Backseat Boys, which I thought was hilarious.
Clever.
And our tagline was, what was it?
Back seats back.
All right. Yeah. So the Backseat Boys. We didn't.
And you know
we
what
never
else?
got to see the light of day. So
you know
best
what
part
else?
was Dad gave
Yes.
Dad gave a an old school quit acting stupid.
He did,
didn't he?
Yeah, but alas,
Maybe
it
we'll
ended
pull
up
the
on the
audio
cutting room
from
floor.
that.
Huh?
I bet we can pull the audio from that, so we have it.
Yeah.
Even if the video didn't turn out well, yeah, we should definitely pull the audio from that.
Yeah. So he was briefly going to make his first appearance on our podcast, but it didn't work out. What do you think he was actually into watching the practice though? Like he was actually.
I know, and we're just jacking around, and he doesn't.
Kind of like
I'm sure
Sundays
he's like
when we're watching games, when we're watching the Chiefs, and he's like focused on every single play, and we're just like, clowning.
I think I saw 2 plays. I think I saw 2 plays.
We were out there more to record.
Yeah, I was messing with the live recording or whatever, trying to figure that out, and I think I saw 2 plays. And then I was just hungry. Like, it's hot. I'm hungry. Let's go.
Yeah, I kind of reached my limit on as far as being out there in the heat. Like at a certain point, it was just like, all right, let's go. It was cool though. I did enjoy what I saw. I was able to talk to Dad a little bit. The problem was, nobody has any names on the jersey, so it really tests your knowledge of, do you know whose numbers are? And you got all these rookies and people like there's numbers that are out there twice, and it's like, who are we watching? Who are we looking at? That was the hard part, but.
Right.
It was cool. It was fun.
It was a good time though. It's good. I was looking forward to it. Get together with all you guys and the nephews, and it was fun. It was a fun time.
And so there was only one Paredes that was missing. It was little Nathan. So maybe in time, once he gets older.
Yeah,
Nate Dog.
He'll be out there with us before you know it.
The rest of the Paredes.
The regulator.
But
yeah,
football, and we even planned out our fantasy football draft that day. Like I'm ready to go.
Right, we got the date scheduled.
Yeah, I got to write that down. I didn't write it down, and I'm sure I'm gonna forget it.
Schedule over it.
Nathan's still got a ways to go before he can enter the league.
Yeah,
maybe I'll do a live recording at our draft.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Could do that. I don't know if we'll need to get.
As if it went any slower.
Well, I mean, I'll do like the first round, maybe first round or 2. But it was a thought. But anyways, if you're out there and you're on our YouTube page, check out our live video. See what you think. It's very experimental. Time, we'll get better. The camera work was terrible. Yeah,
you need a stabilizer.
Need a stabilizer. The mics were new to us, so
gimbal. I kept hearing that like it was
a gimbal. So I don't know. We'll get better. Check it out. See what you guys think.
Yeah, bring the mics to the draft. I'll maybe try and pull a waitress aside to interview them. We're probably going to have it at Twin Peaks. So
of course you will.
Yeah,
that would be great. I want to see Bobby interview. Yeah. That'll be good.
All right.
Should we get to our weekly award?
Let's get to our Quit Acting Stupid award.
So I think this week we're deciding to give it to. Have you guys heard this story about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and injuring a bear?
I have.
And then he dragged it into Central Park. Apparently, for years, there was this mystery about how this bear ended up in Central Park, and now he's coming clean. he's saying that you guys are gonna have to help me with the details. That he saw a car in front of him hit and injure this bear, and then he put the bear, or no, it killed the bear. He put it in his car because he was going to skin the carcass.
Yeah, he wanted the bear, so that's why he loaded.
So he knew the bear was dead. He puts the bear in his car, and then that's really where I kind of
I don't know why. I think he had to. I think he was going to catch a flight or something, which I don't understand why you'd load it up if you know you can't take it to where you're going.
Yeah,
so that's the one. But then it sounds like he dropped it in Central Park and made it look like it was hit by a biker or by something.
Yeah, by a biker. Yeah, he was trying to say it was a cyclist that hit the bear and killed it.
Yeah. So
it's good.
Here's the thing, like we've already heard the brain worm story. Like this is right in line with all of that.
I think he's trying to just be in the news. Be like, I mean,
relevant.
Stay relevant.
It's just funny. Like cut back to like 3 weeks ago, before when it was still Biden versus Trump, and they were both of them were very unpopular. It's like, how bad does this guy have to be that he's not getting any of that runoff? Like he's not.
This guy's batshit crazy, and yet at the end of the day, I have to stop and remember he's married to Cheryl Hines.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know that's one of the great things. That's the craziest part.
That's one of the great things I see is every time a weird story comes out about him, there'll be like a shot of her from Curb Your Enthusiasm, just like looking at Larry, just like, just like really a bear, Larry,
a bear, Robert, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the story until you guys brought it up. So
yeah, I've been seeing a lot on Twitter.
So we're going to give this award this week to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Quit acting stupid. You know, cyclist didn't kill a bear. Idiot.
And while we're in a politics minute, Tim Walz, that's pretty cool. I like that guy.
So we are simpatico with Mr. Walz because we have the same last name.
That's the joke I'm always making.
There you go.
Yeah.
Paredes.
Ours is WALLS.
Yeah.
And he's WALZ.
Phonetics, whatever.
Yeah. Fun with words.
Potato.
Okay, we're at 122, guys. We're we can
you made it.
We got two more things real quick. I want to do the mom burn of the week as a new segment.
Oh yeah.
Mom burned Rudy yet again. Do you want to tell the
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. So this past Sunday was a bring your own food day, which is basically my mom just phoning it in. It's terrible. They
don't even prepare food for us every Sunday.
Don't even want to feed us, but it's basically bring your own food.
Was it even mentioned to maybe celebrate your birthday, since your birthday was the upcoming
No,
week?
we were celebrating Tomas because Tomas's birthday is this. So
but
you
guys
did
were grouped
Tomas's
together.
birthday.
Okay.
No, together, because that means more cake for Jamie. So you bring a cake to mom's on Sunday, and Jamie be happy.
Well, mom also asked if I was going to bring a cake this weekend, and I said no because I'd like to do me and Parker together. And Parker's going to be in Vegas this weekend, so
and she can bring a cake the week after, and then it's more cake.
But I've got to buy both of those cakes. I've got to buy both of those cakes.
I don't know with her plumbing.
She's a manager. She's got manager money.
Yeah. Actually, she just got. Never mind.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the story.
We can talk about that later. Mom burn of the week. So we brought our own food, and I stopped it because it was just me and Macy, and so I stopped at Little Caesars. Got it quick. I can order that. Yeah, order that on my phone. It's ready in 10 minutes, and so went and got the pizza. So, anyways, I'm sitting there eating, and I'm eating in the kitchen, and they're in the living room, and I'm just noticing how haphazardly they cut my pizza. Like it's just, weird. And I just kind of said, man, they really cut this pizza kind of crooked. And just from the living room, I hear, "You're still eating it, though, aren't you?" Like, all right,
good.
Like,
you got a point.
That's enough. Knock it off. Yes, I'm fat, and I'm gonna eat it. If they, I don't care how they
cut it in a triangle.
So,
yeah, they can cut it however you're eating it.
Yeah, there's a mom burn of the week, which I forgot to mention when she burned me the week before, telling me that Ford didn't want me in the weight room because, so I don't break their machines. while we were eating at that Taco Tuesday, I'm sitting there and I know you guys have had this happen, but you're eating and something just goes down the wrong pipe or something, and I start choking. And Mom's like, all right, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Like, all right. Like
just like us, like when we can't wait to like burn one of us, like she's like waiting for it. As soon as you started choking.
It's right there. As soon as I started choking, she's like, all right.
Said something this past weekend too, and I had to correct her. I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
Mom burn of the week. So
you guys mentioned cutting pizza. Do you know what Mexicans use to cut their pizza?
Little Caesars.
Boom. Yes.
Little Caesars.
Anyway,
what else you got, Andrew?
Well, you know what? While I'm looking at it, since RFK Jr. won the Quit Acting Stupid award,
Major award.
But no, you know what? I missed 20 minutes, and we're getting late here, so I'll save my Chicago trip stuff till next week. But that's what
your dog hate you.
We thought your dog mauled you and took over the broadcast.
No, honestly, I'll have to tell when I get into all my Chicago stuff, like the worst part of the trip was great, but the worst part was the adjusting for the kids sleeping, like in hotels. We went to different, and so this is our first.
Give them a little Benadryl, knock them right out.
Just put a little whiskey on the gums.
Whiskey on their gums too.
But anyway, I knew it would be tonight. I'm anticipating a little rough night. So Vanessa got up and crying, and then Nathan. So but I'll tell you guys more about that stuff because it was a really good trip.
You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
It was my first time with the kids, with the family, all packing up in the car, and we drove, 8 hours, so the whole thing. There'll be stories.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
You're doing it again, right?
Oh, well, we're going to the state fair, which we do every year. That's not as big as going to Chicago. But as a little tease, we did meet Bluey, Jamie. And we visited Bluey. We visited the Bluey house. Let me give you a little
wow.
That's a cliffhanger right there.
Yeah, I'll give you a little tast. But
did I tell you how Avery talks like Bluey now? Like she'll say, "We need to ring mom" instead of call mom. Or
well, I told you there was a stretch when Macy would say, "I'm gonna go get my swimming costume on." Yeah, because she watched Peppa Pig for way too long.
Vanessa always says it's gonna take ages, which this is gonna take ages. But there we are in Bluey's kitchen.
Wow!
So that's a little
pretty cool.
It's got all the artwork and everything. It was really cool. We'll talk more.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, should we do the clip of the week and then send it home about an hour and a half? So
real quick. I think you guys might find this interesting. My phone, so it fell and it's cracked, and it's little by little, it's the crystals and stuff have broken free, and it's just creating. So sometimes you see like people who say they saw Jesus in a Cheerio or whatever. Well, look at the bottom. Can you see that? I got like the crystals have formed like a wiener on my phone.
It's like
well, that's initially what I thought it was, but I'm like, am I looking for something religious? Because that looks like
I thought that was a joke,
baby. I thought it was a baby holding an apple. Jesus, it was huge.
Where's my? I am very aroused.
I'm trying to find the.
Went to see Jesus, and then we're just staring at a big schlong.
I'm very aroused.
Where's the dinghy? I don't know. Too many.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Quit playing with your dinghy. Quit playing with your dinghy.
I think it's time to get that phone.
Let's do that. Do we do? I don't even remember. Do I say bye now and then we play the clip?
No, we're gonna play the clip. We'll come back and
then we'll come back.
So clip of the week, guys.
Who picks it?
Who's
Let me tell you a story about a little fat boy that nobody loved, and that all the other kids, they used to make fun of him, and they would pick on him, and then they used to say that he talked funny and stuff, and he had a twin brother, and everybody said that he didn't look anything like his twin brother, but he wanted to.
Egg.
Were you the little fat boy?
No, but I used to like to beat him up. You know, I grab him, I go, why are you so fat? Why are you so fat? And I beat the shit out of him.
This is one of our most we love this movie as we were younger. One Crazy Summer. That's what that's from.
One
Right?
Crazy Summer.
Bobcat
John
Goldthwait.
Cusack.
And the best part is, you know, why are you so fat? Why are you so fat?
Oh man, as kids, God,
we still
we
say
used
that to
see
each other.
Movie. Yes, all the time. So,
I also really
shout
love
out to Bobcat.
I really love the music selection of "In My Room" by the Beach Boys, which is just like a sad, like kid hanging out in their room by themselves song.
You would notice
Good
that,
stuff.
wouldn't you? Yeah, I didn't even. I mean, yeah, I heard the music, but that wasn't foremost.
That was also Dudley Dawson.
That was Dudley Dawson.
From Booger
from
fame.
Booger.
Curtis Armstrong.
So yeah, a lot of talent in that movie. Demi Moore, John Cusack, Demi Moore.
Maybe I should watch more than just the first 10 minutes.
You've never seen One Crazy Summer?
Wow.
I started it and then I never finished it.
How have you not seen Hoops in One Crazy Summer?
Yeah, good
bro.
stuff.
All right. Well,
I'll add it to the list.
Let's wrap it up, guys. What do you think?
All right.
I feel good about it.
Let's do it. So Rudy powered through and he made it through on his birthday. So congratulations.
Hopefully
Andrew's
I feel
gonna
better
make
next
note.
week.
He's going to make note to watch One Crazy Summer, and
Jamie will also have
After Blood and Blood Out.
Oh yeah, I started that, by the way. But anyways, we'll have stories next week about.
And then I can't wait to see Jamie. Somebody's got take a picture of Jamie talking on his phone with the penis right in his mouth. So
yes,
yeah, definitely. So for my brothers Rudy, Andy, and Jamie, this is Bobby D saying until next time, quit acting stupid.
Not to get into too much troubles, okay?